there, this is Lydia and today I'll be sharing with you how I created this cheats way of creating a shaker card in a Word image. Really hope you like it. So to start with, I have taken the smaller of the layering dies from Catherine Cutaways and I've cut a layer for my card. I've then took the Inner Word home cutaway and I placed that in the middle of my card and then just cut that out also. Okay? So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to place this onto my card. I want the background of the home to be gold, so I'm going to take some gold ink and I'm going to work out roughly where the home is and I'm just going to ink into place. I don't want to ink around the edges as I still want a white border around my card. So I'm just going to keep going. I find if you tap and smush, it gives you a better coverage. Okay, so I'm going to just do that, and then I'm going to make sure I've got the whole of the home covered. I'm not happy with the edges, so I'm just going to do a bit more inking to the edge pieces and then make sure it fits and the home is covered, so I'm happy with that now. Now onto our cheating bits, okay? For my cheating part of the shaker, I've got one of these plastic folders. It's really thin plastic and you sometimes get greeting cards in these and it's got a bit of a thingy there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that this is just larger than my home. So I'm just going to cut away some of this now. I'm going to keep two edges. So I've got it up to these two edges because it's easier. So I'm just going to cut around that and I'm leaving about an inch on the top away from my die. So I can take this die piece away now and I'm just going to seal this edge that I've just cut. So we know that these two edges are sealed already. And all I've done is I've taken a piece of super sticky tape and I'm just going to place it down this edge on the inside of the plastic piece. And then take this bit off, the backing, sorry, if I can. Sorry, struggling a little here. As this is super sticky tape, it may take a little while. And I'm just going to close that piece off. And now I only have the top part that is open. Okay, here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my sequins, my lovely bit of shaker bits. These are from Lucy's Cards and I'm just going to open my top up and add some in. You don't want to add too many as you won't get much of a shaking effect, but I think I'm going to be alright with that. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure that I have enough room for my home again, and I'm going to seal this top edge with some super sticky tape again. Okay. So I'm going to open the piece up. Oh gosh. I'm going to open this piece up and I'm going to seal this top edge with some more tape. I'm not going to worry if I haven't covered it all as I'm going to be folding it over as well. I have it all sealed, and just to make sure it's properly sealed you can fold this over and tape again on here and then just fold this over and then we've got a proper seal there. Nothing's getting out of that little baggie that we've just made. Again, make sure your home fits and I'm happy with that. There is your little shaker element and it took no time at all. I know we may have cheated, but no one's going to know because we're going to hide this behind the home cutout. Before I stick the shaker element behind my home word, I'm going to add a bit more of a sentiment. I've chose the For the Holidays from this set from the Happiest of Holidays with Evelyn T Designs. I really love this set. The fonts are beautiful and I also like the added bits for the sentiment, so I'm going for the Holidays on this one. I'm just going to add this to my block and then ink it into place. And then I'm just going to add it just there. I think it fits perfectly. Once your ink's dry, turn your piece over and then add, so I've placed the tape around and then I've taken the backing off because it was a bit sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that this covers the home word and then place it down. When you flip it over, you'll have all the little pieces going around the card. I did save the landlocked pieces from the home word die, but I'm only going to be using this little piece from the E. So I've just put some super sticky tape on there and I'm just going to place it onto the shaking bit of plastic. We're going to do something with this O now. I wanted to add a bit more to the card, so I'm going to be taking this stag's head from the Comfort and Joy set and stamping this onto a piece of spare card that I had, some waste from another card. So I'm going to stamp this in some Versamark because I'm going to be embossing this in a gold metallic embossing powder. So I've just inked it up, I'm going to place it down and then I'm going to add some gold embossing powder on top and heat set. Flick off the excess and then use your heat tool to emboss. Once it's been heat embossed, I'm just going to cut around it, leaving a tiny bit of white around the outside as this makes it easier to cut out. But to add this piece to the front of my card, all I've done is I've had some foam tape on the top and the bottom, so it gives your shaker bits a bit of room to move around, but we're still securing the card down. So we have this card and it's going to be mostly all gold. I thought to add a bit of colour, I've taken a clear gemstone and all I'm doing is I'm just going to colour this in using a Copic marker. The Copic marker will colour onto the plastic and it dries really quick. Okay, so I've just coloured one of those in red. So I've just coloured one in red. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off and I'm going to add this to my reindeer. And it's now going to make him into a Rudolph. So sometimes it just doesn't want to stick down the first time, but there we go. We now have a really fun Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to pop on our card. I wanted him to have a little lift on the card, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my bit of foam on the O, and remove the backing. Oh, it doesn't want to come off. And there we go. And then I'm going to place him into position on there. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you've enjoyed this technique on creating a cheat shaker card. Thank you so much for watching and have a beautiful day.